Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Disclosure Day. I don't know, I'm still getting this thing fixed a little bit, but we're good. I'm landscape now, you know? So I'm excited. Emily Blunt is in this. Wyatt Russell's in it. A lot of other people in it, I forget, but 2 hours and 18 minutes long. And here's the synopsis. If you found out we weren't the only people on this planet, would you be scared? And they proved it to you, would you be scared? That's what it says. So I'm very, very intrigued. I don't think we're alone on this planet, and now I'm going to find out. So Disclosure Day just came out today. That and Mandalorian and Grogu. Sorry I didn't do a big old Tuesday release thing, but only 2 movies came out. But I'm going to watch this one right away, so you get to see my review of it as soon as tomorrow. So stick around. I'll let you know what I think. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Disclosure Day, and I have to say I loved 90% of this movie. And I'll share the things that I didn't like, but it's really, it had me thinking throughout the entire movie. And I've heard this before, that film, cinema, whatever, Hollywood gives us these little things that are really happening in the world, and they play them out in film. Sometimes just to make us aware, sometimes just to let secrets out, sometimes to minimize it, right? So we know that they just released all these UFO files or whatever they are. Was Disclosure Day the movie that was supposed to be like, wow, look at all this, and then when we release the real stuff, it'll be so minimized, nobody will care. Because nobody does care. You don't hear anything about this stuff, right? I mean, unless you really be into it, it's never popping up like, oh, did you see the 4th release of all these dots on the screen kind of stuff? You know what I mean? And this is that. Or is it, hey, we're telling you this is happening, and this is the way we're going to tell you. What I failed to mention was Steven Spielberg directed all of this. And, you know, I like him. I thought he was great. It's not E.T., but it's like E.T. in a sense. Did it feel like a Spielberg film? Maybe not so much, but I still enjoyed it a lot. I love the idea. I think it's so relatable to a lot of different people. You know, I might be talking to alien deer or foxes or my dog here who kept staring at me as the movie was going on. Anyway, it raises a lot of good questions. I do think, and let me just jump, because I know you're probably like, what did I didn't like? The escape sequences, you know what I mean? Like, it's like these 2 people can just escape, you know, out of like FBI or whatever they are chasing. They're just able to get away, like surrounded farm by 150, call it 10, I don't know, a couple people, they're able to get away. Like, that's a little ridiculous. I didn't like that. And I thought the imagery of some of the aliens that they show, like, it seemed like they had shirts on. I don't know, is that intended to maybe aliens wear shirts? I don't know. But it just felt like, those kinds of pieces were a little off. But yeah, the escapability of these, our 2 main characters were phenomenal. Way to go. They're better. They get out of Alcatraz. But it also raised a lot of good questions, I thought, right? So I never thought of it this way. The guy has all of this information, and he wants to fully disclose it to everybody. It's everybody's information. All right, great. She's like, who are you to determine what that, you know, what the impact is to other people? People could go crazy with all of this information, you know, and just not trust. And the biggest thing was, like, not believe in God anymore. I was like, oh, that's kind of absurd. And they addressed that, though, in the film, right? That's one of the things early on is, like, God and aliens. Like, if I was like, no, I think there's aliens, and if I believe in God, I'm still going to believe in God, whether there's aliens or not. So I didn't, you know, go down that rabbit hole, but they helped a little bit on that. But the fact that, you know, the full disclosure could cause mass panic, you know, and change people's, you know, what they're thinking. The other piece that I really enjoyed, that's the only 2 things that the alien piece and the full disclosure and the God thing. They were the things I didn't really care for. I like the whole empathy. Like, this whole alien race is based on empathy. It's like, wow. And then, you know, Hugo mentions that empathy is the cause of our downfall, but where this alien race is all about it. So I like that. You know, I think that was really cool. There were the things that I wrote down on my notes, so I don't have to look at my notes anymore. But in the end, you know, I do think it was a little hokey at points, I guess, in a sense. I don't know. Didn't really make me believe, but it made me, you know, and is that the point? Oh, let's get deep here. Is that the point of this film? It's like, no. We're trying to warn you, or trying to wake you up, or trying to turn you on this new information, but we don't want you necessarily to believe it, so we're going to make it look unauthentic, if you will. You know what I mean? Like, we want you to get the idea, so then when you see these tapes, it's okay, but, you know, it's not really out there because you can't believe it because of this kind of stuff. So, I don't know. Now I'm really down a conspiracy theory on all of this, but it's a lot of fun, and I liked it a lot. I feel like there's aliens, and I didn't see the cardinal yet, but I bet you I will. I think it's more lightning bugs, but it could be. They could just, it might not be the cardinal. Could be something else, you know. So keep your eye out. Look at these animals, and let me know what you see. All right, that's it. I don't know if I was helpful or if I scared you at all, but so here he is. See, he knows, right? Animals know. They come to you as an animal so that we'd be less scared. All right, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. See? Kimmel's Irish Pub.